Hi, welcome back to another video. In this video I would like to tell you the story how I went to the actual idea, how the idea was born into the startup that I have right now on the stage that we have it right now. So it all started in November 2025 when I suggested my friend to take part in a hackathon it was online, conducted by PeerBridge, which is an organization. We found it on a DevPost website, and the idea was that basically participants needed to choose a category and develop some kind of a digital solution to a mental health field problem. So you could create some safe space, some other things I don't really remember now, but the main point is that we decided to take the group of digital safe space, which is related to mental health. So after I suggested to my friend, we started doing it. The deadline was 22nd of December. So we had just 1 month and a little bit, so like maybe 1 month and a half, to actually develop a fully stable solution. So this was a really great experience because both of us brought our uniqueness in some sense and brought our strengths. So my friend was more creative, and he was more he mostly thought about the actual idea features, what we can do, things like that, while I was more on the technical side because I do have more experience than him in computer science and developing end-to-end systems. So the stack that I chose was based on two things. The first one, we needed to develop a very fast, efficient solution in no time. So that's why I decided to use Supabase. I have never worked with Supabase or Firebase. I started Googling, trying to get my hands on it, because after I did my research, I found out that there are like backend as a service applications, you can say, backend as a service applications, which allow developers for a more fast and quick integration development. And this honestly kind of interested my eye, and I started doing my research. I understood that for beginner I would use Supabase, and especially if we want to scale it later on and to add some new features or something like that, I feel like as I understood, Supabase is more efficient with that and handles it very well, due to the fact that free subscription that they offer covers actually a lot. So that's why I chose Supabase over Firebase. And so the first thing that was important for us is the speed. The second one was the scalability. So it was not only about speed, but also how fast, how easy we can scale it later on if we want to add new features. Because at first our minimal viable product was defined as just an application that connects students with people who need mental health help, and via real-time chat. That's it. We didn't think about features that we actually have right now in our application, like small features like portfolio to expand all the statistics for the student so he can use it as an addition to his resume or CV, and like as a, basically you can say, proof, as a proof for his practical career. So small things like that. We didn't think about having peer support forum where students interact with each other, share their problems, and try to help each other. So, and for us basically was speed, and the second one was the scalability. How fast can we scale or add something new? Not necessarily fast, how easy we can scale, or how easy we can add features later on, because ideas, they come as you build the product. I mean, it's amazing. So yeah, so we defined the minimal viable product, which was an application containing authorization features, having two types of accounts, users and sorry, not users, students and people who need mental help. So proper authorization, real-time chat that connects both the first type and the second type of users. Yeah, pretty much that's it. Obviously, we actually haven't really thought about doing GDPR compliance or GDB, like something like that. I don't remember how is it called, but basically the compliance that states that all the user information has to be stored, that all the sensitive information has to be stored. So safety guidelines and things like that, we're actually working on it right now because we understood that we're on a much more bigger stage and much more important stage. So yeah. So at first, I would say this is what what we were thinking of, and as we started building, pretty much our minimal viable product was built. We did it throughout like 1 month. It was really productive work. At first, I published it on the Vercel for the hackathon itself, and used Vercel as a domain platform, we can say so, right? So as a deployment, not domain, as a deployment. So I deployed our application on Vercel, and I used the Vercel link for hackathon, and that's how November and December went for us. So yeah, the results came out in January 17th, if I remember correctly. Unfortunately, we did not win the hackathon. However, we were really close. We're like just a couple of points away due to the fact that we didn't really implement more features, because if we would implement all the features that we have right now, such as peer support forum, such as things like that, exporting statistics of the student into a PDF file that he can use to as an addition to his CV or to his practical life. Like if we would do all these small things, all these small features that we have currently, I think we would want it, but it was still an amazing experience, and I'm really proud because it's not really about the win, it's about the emotions, and it's about the idea and about the work that we've put into that, and it's amazing. It's really amazing. So, and starting from like after this hackathon, we started thinking of that we can actually that we took 1.5 months and we've built so much using various of resources and just like working very quickly together, managing our time properly, and we understood that we can scale it into something more bigger. So starting from January, me personally, I had as well as my friend, we had holidays. And after the exams ended, starting from January, we started working again on it, and that's how we got to the stage that we are right now, where we have fully pretty much ready application with good, I would say, with pretty much good functionality, with ready domain, deployed it on an actual domain that I paid for, so which is https listenlab.fr, because I'm located in France, and for now, since I'm here, I'm studying at Sorbonne and Cité, I would like to expand it where I'm located. It's easier that way. So yeah, and currently this is how it led us to the stage that we are right now, which is looking for partnerships, trying to get actual user reviews, trying to get actual just like statistics to test it on our real users, so we can conclude, make a report, and then proceed further with getting partnerships, asking for funding, or just building it on ourselves. So this video pretty much sums up the challenges and the problems that I faced during developing my business. In the next video, I'm gonna show you the functionality of the platform that we created, then that I deployed on the domain, and we go over the overall platform design. So yeah, how it's done, what type of functionality it supports, what type of features do we have. We're gonna look from the perspective of, from the more technical perspective. So thank you for watching this video. I hope it gave you much more clear idea of what challenges I faced and how the idea was actually being born. And see you in the next video.